Welcome back, everybody, to the Skinny. Interesting kind of situation for NBA legend, rock star Michael Jordan. Apparently, he showed up at Lagorce Country Club, a swank little place down in Miami, to play a little bit of golf. He's loved golf for a lot of years here, and apparently he had on some cargo shorts at the time. All right, fine. Well, weather's warm in Miami. At the 12th hole, he was approached by club.
Looks pretty good.
Looks good. Okay, 12th hole. He's approached by personnel at the club. They say, look, it's against our dress code policy to wear cargo shorts. Please go back to the clubhouse and change. Jordan refused to go back to the clubhouse, and then they said, okay, well, you're no longer allowed back here, Mr. Michael Jordan. His folks then released a statement and say he'd been there many times before, had worn cargo pants previously, had never been made aware that that was against the policy, and yes, it's true, he refused to interrupt his game. We weren't aware of the policy, and his agent or his representative said, I guess it's their loss, as MJ is a great golfer and a great guest. I don't know what business on the planet would turn Michael Jordan away, but apparently Lagorce Country Club in Miami is one of them.
Nice going, Lagorce.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
Smart.
It's Michael Jordan.
Good business decision.
Yeah.
Well, Halle Berry. Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
I mean, she's just very unlucky in love. We've all been talking about the fact that there was that big showdown between Halle Berry's ex, Gabriel Aubrey, the father of her 4.5-year-old beautiful little girl, Nala, and her new man, her fiance, Olivier Martinez.
Right.
Now, apparently, Halle Berry and Gabriel have reached some sort of truce in their custody war. Any protective, temporary restraining order against Aubrey has been lifted. It's unclear now whether or not Aubrey's restraining order against Martinez filed Monday, you know, whether or not that remains in effect, but at least it appears that they have reached a truce, which is terrific because they are the parents of a 4.5-year-old, and it clearly isn't in the best interest of the child for them to be squabbling the way they have been. But I will say, you know, Halle Berry wanted to take the little girl away to France, and you know,
that didn't sit well.
And her new fiance, like, really beat up.
Well, at least in the midst of all that
Crazy.
chaos, at least there's a truce now, so maybe they're moving forward a little bit, and that's what Aubrey looked like.
I mean, look at that.
After the fights.
That was a very violent altercation, and I guess maybe it was so violent that now she wants to get out of the home because she's listed her Hollywood Hills home where this took place on the market. $15 million is the asking price.
Looks like Olivier got the better of that matchup. Real quick here, remember this story from more than a year ago? Justin Bieber involved in that paternity suit. This woman came forward and said, we had a little backstage tryst. This kid is yours. And at the time, what was central to the case was this paternity test, which, you know, Bieber said, look, fine, I'll take it. But apparently her lawyer, all these months later, is saying, look, we still don't have the results of that paternity test and whether Justin is, in fact, the father of this girl's baby.
He took it,
They're saying they do not have the results. They're still waiting for him. Who knows what's going on? And real quick, a medical note to pass on to you. Joe Jackson, father of Michael Jackson, suffered a mild stroke in the hospital recuperating.